You have said the new construct will be free of self-interest and polarized perspectives, as we all exist in collective unity. Please define the difference between self-interest and unity as it pertains to a personal perspective of one moving from polarized actions into the new construct.
Okay, so this concept goes to very used to being in a polarized construct where self-interest and self-aggrandizement is rampant here. People want to be movie stars, they want to be rock stars, they want to be in front of millions of people as they elevate themselves above the others purposely for their own enrichment. This is an obvious self-interest. So let's take someone who's selling a vehicle, a used vehicle. It's broken. They know it's broken. However, they have manipulated it so that it will run long enough to get the money from some other person, and then it becomes the other person's problem. This is a clear divide of self-interest where one person is trying to take advantage of another person at the expense of the other person with no concept of what the other person has to experience. When we move into the new construct where there's unity, there is a certain amount of self-interest, but you got to understand the difference is I would like to sell this vehicle, however, I have to let you know that there's something wrong with it because it doesn't make sense for me to try and manipulate you because I'm hurting myself as I'm hurting you. And you'll feel this. This will be a physical and emotional sensation that you don't want to cause harm to another person ever at the expense of another person to elevate yourself. So you're not going to, you want a promotion and you have to step on the shoulders of somebody else to get that would never occur because you would rather not get the promotion because you don't want to cause injury to anyone else. This is the ascending construct. If you're going to get a promotion, you're going to get it because you've earned it on yourself, on your own, and you will be promoted based upon the efforts that you put in. And if someone helped you, you would certainly let them know that that other person helped you. This is unity thought here. This is not self-interest where you are trying to collect more money than someone else. You are trying to be better than somebody else. You're not trying to do all of these things for yourself. You're trying to do these things to better the collective. So if you are in a PhD program that's going to help the world, you want to do that because you want to help the world, not because you want $1 million, because you have this great new thing you're going to patent the process and you're going to make all of the money and that's all you care about. That's self-interest. If you have a process, you want that process to be helpful. This is called, what do they call it where there's no patents? Open source? Open source, that's it. This is open source information where someone comes up with something, hey, this will help all of us be better and do something better. I don't want to patent it. I want everyone to benefit from it. That is the ascending construct. Sure, there's a little bit of I need a place to stay and I need to have food on my table. I need to provide for my family. All of these things, they still exist. However, you're not going to try and get your money at the expense of anyone else ever again. Those thoughts will no longer be there. You will not even have that idea in your head. It won't exist. The polarization goes away. The thought of self-interest is evaporated. It's all collective. And it's got to do with energy. It's got to do, as the ascending construct, we talk in these vagaries of what we're in right now where we see ourselves as separate and isolated. As consciousness moves into the new construct, there's going to be an energy radiating beyond you that connects with the people around you on more than just a physical level. This is where these feelings of, I can't cause this other person harm, this is where they become very real and tangible because you are beginning to feel the other person. And you're beginning to be able to see what the other person is seeing and hear their thoughts because you're sharing energy. So trying to lie to someone else, the person's going to know immediately that you're a liar. Even if you tried it, even if you would, that thought would never enter your head. But if it did, the other person would be like, oh yeah, right, okay. I'm not going to buy this car. I think we've answered that question. Next question.